Hello friends, welcome back. It's time for another episode of BigDenoPlays Earthborne Rangers. We're on to day 9, I think, of the campaign, and things are going well. We've established all of the things that we needed to do to unlock the levels of the arcology, so we can now find our way down to the deepest pits, which we require to progress our major campaign storyline. So we want to get to the cage. That's what we're doing. That's where the arcology seems to be struggling. And we find ourselves right now at Orland's Vault. So we've got a long way to go to get there, but there is a little cheeky sneaking path from the branching artery that we'd like to try and find. So, but our path is going to be Orland's Vault down to the cerulean curtain, and then hopefully down to the cage. That may not happen in one day, but let's give it a crack. We've got the full set. We've got the rebreather, the door opener, and the repellent spores all attached and ready to use because they all have setup. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I am going to tap this out of the way, and maybe we probably don't need 2 lighters of feathers, so we'll get 2. I want an animal companion if I can. Oh, you'll love to see it. You'll love to see getting an animal friend. All right, so that's our starting hand. That's our deck. We've got basically the same path deck as before. I already shuffled this already, so that's why I'm not really paying an awful lot of attention, but great. So lead ranger, draw a path card. We'll do that, and we're at 112. And if we go to our app reader, we need to go to 112. Great, go to 158.1, and we have repaired an invention, so we know where we're at. Tremendous. So draw a path card, bang. Oh, starting with an ambush and following with a bustling lightbringer. No obstacles, which is good, but we are getting 1-2 fatigue. I don't like that guy. I don't like him. No, I don't. All right, well, I don't think I'm going to need all 3 of these things, and these iron wool boots are really powerful for me. So let's ditch the rebreather and play the iron wool boots, and let's play our shapeshifter for 2, and then let's attempt to evade the shapeshifter. Is that what we want to do? That's a difficult one. Yeah, I mean, we probably don't need to rush anything here because we do have light as a feather, which allows us to go through. But an awareness check with Throng of Life, yeah, we'll try. The worst thing that happens is we fail. We do fail, but we get a glint. So avoiding the check doesn't do anything innately in that particular check. So, but we get a glint out of that. That's wonderful. Excellent. Good. All right. We'll exhaust our roll to bring Throng of Life back into hand, and we will have our day end right there. That's fine. I'm mutating Galgathrop. This is a lot of bad friends right now. There's a lot of bad friends. Now, do we want to comprehend the Galgathrop? I am not sure if we want to try and comprehend it at this point. 147 for the Galgathrop. Yep. Clear it with progress. If I had easy ways to clear things, that would make me very happy, but we don't. All right, let's just play light as a feather for 1. That's a moment, and so we clear this. So we're going to go back down to 1 there. And all 3 of these are shuffled back into the deck, and we're going to draw 1 path card. Hopefully not a mutating Galgathrop. Humming circuits will do very nicely. I thank you very much. Game, it's very kind of you. I will exhaust my roll to bring this back into hand. I'm going to spend this and these to clear the location. Fortunately, we do get there, which is fine. Oh, we need to do this. Each ranger may discard 1 energy to be quiet. Yeah, so that's fine. We can do that. We get our glint back. Wonderful. It's going well. And add 1 power to the machine with the least power. This guy. He's got 1 power. This guy's got 2 power. We will exhaust our roll to bring this back into hand. And now, I guess we probably just rest again. We can't connect with anything. We need to traverse this feature, but we don't have any fitness left. So yeah, we'll just rest again. So draw a card. Oh, it's an obstacle. If this feature is illuminated, it gains the following test. Alright, well, we can't do much about that. Much ado about nothing. The Lambent's rig would be useful at this point, but no. Too many things. Alright, maybe we're just going to shuffle it back into the path deck again. Yeah, so we'll just do another traverse check here using light as a feather. And we'll also use this, sorry, I should say, Lund's door opener. So we exhaust that. We've committed 2 effort. So we succeed. There's none of those things there. So we can now travel along routes with the locked passage icon. I'll just assume that works the same way as all the others have. I'm sure it will, but we'll just 158.2, 158.1. No, it is 158. Locked passage. Excellent. Discard all stuff from locked passage. When you travel, return it to the sea. Yeah, perfect. So we can travel now, except for this obstacle. It is flora, so I can ditch it, but no, we won't. We'll just take this back into hand. No, let's actually just hold. We'll hold. Let's do a focus. No, let's not do anything. Let's see what comes out. We get kinetic transfer pods. Excellent. Yep. And now we will do a traverse check on the overgrown vestiges, and we'll use our repellent spores to add to progress. And we'll use that because this comes back. We have our Throng of Life should we need it. We don't need it. We don't have that. This is cleared. We can travel, and we will immediately travel. So we're going to travel down from Orland's Vault down to the branching artery. Cool. That was took a bit long. Hopefully, won't be too much longer. We'll take this back into hand. And branching artery. So now we want to hopefully stay here for a while. The locked passage is gone, so that we can find that one that allows us to double skip the location. So all of our artery cards are in this deck for now. All 5 of them. Perfect. One of these lets us travel much easier. So we want to find that one. That's the one we want to find. Excellent. So 102, we're looking for the next feature. That's not a feature. That's not a feature. That's not a feature. Decrepit station platform. 128. Does this let us travel? Some sort of underground room. This is just a subway station, that's right. Can we clear it? If it's got 4 power, it gains illumination, reduce its presence to 0. Locate nearby landmarks on the station map to search the arcology or artery set for any one card and attach it face down to the location. After you travel, put the attached card in play. Cool, so we might actually use that. No, you have to do it in the same stratum, so that's fine. Okay, so we'll shuffle this and we'll try again to find the thing that we want. All right, come on, Dano. Quizzy! Quizzy little rapscallion. She's got illumination. We can give Quizzy a piggyback ride to exhaust her and move her, which means this presence becomes 0. That is nice. I would like to clear Quizzy though, because she is just a straight up pest. Draw a card. We've travelled. That's fine. Alright. So I can't use that. Shapeshifter. I mean, we could. So we don't need to Sky Whip. I don't think there's any cards we need in that. So let's just try and clear Quizzy, I think. Yeah, we'll just spend 2 Spirit. So we only get a 1 progress on her for the moment. 1 is each ranger must discard 1 energy, so we will discard our focus. If along the way is not illuminated, it's not. Discard 2 progress from the location. Is along the way illuminated? It is not. So we're going to suffer 1 fatigue. I guess we try and traverse the platform. Yep, we'll do that with our light as a feather. We successfully traverse. No. So this goes away. She doesn't fatigue us because she's friendly. Oh, Quizzy's actually discarding a token from a tech or gear. Quizzy, you are the worst, actually. You are just the worst. From a machine, tech, or gear. You continue to be the worst thing ever, Quizzy. Alright, I'm going to rest. After bringing that back into hand. We draw a card. It's Shape the Earth, that's nice. Overgrown Vestiges, another obstacle. Alright. I'm going to exhaust Quizzy because she's been exhausting me. We succeed in dodging Quizzy. If this feature is illuminated, it's not. I really want to move Quizzy up to here so she's... sorry, she fatigues us as well. Yep, I'm starting to get quite annoyed at this situation. I don't have Eagle Eye. I don't have any way to scout at the moment. So that's quite frustrating. So I could shape the Earth, but that's not really much use at this point. We'll try and clear Quizzy. We succeed. We'll spend a focus. Stop that. That is not illuminated again. So Quizzy's out. We're suffering another fatigue. That's very bad. But we've cleared Quizzy with progress, so we're going to read 126. That's all right. We'll get there eventually, Deno. There's no rush. We have reunited Harlan and Quizzy. Search your artery set and put him in play. Do not read his entry. He's in play as well. And then we just cleared her. Yeah, that was when she comes into play. Place one Ranger on a location or a feature in play. Discard Quizzy and Harlan Voss. Okay, thank you. So that can be that. We can't leave until this. On a location or feature in play. I guess we'll try and traverse here. Oh, that's 5. That's nice. Almost there. We just need to light it up. Oh, hang on. Is that a machine? It's Flora. We'll use our repellent spores. So we've cleared that. And assuming we don't get another obstacle, we'll be able to travel next turn. So we will rest. We take this into hand. Quizzy's Lantern. Oh, man, it's so good. What do we get? A Bustling Lightbringer. Tremendous. So all this comes back. I will exhaust the Bustling Lightbringer. We succeed. And then we will travel, doing our usual trick. We succeed. We're traveling away from here. Unfortunately, we're going to do it the hard way, which is okay. So we're going to move to the Severed Artery now. All good, all good. You just never know when that thing's going to come out. If it comes next, I'll be annoyed. No, it would have been a little way off. Okay. So for this one, we draw 2 of these. 1, 2. And these get shuffled into this deck. And we are at the Severed Artery. What can we find at the Severed Artery? There's the Severed Artery. Randomly choose and shuffle 2 cards. Done. Lead Ranger searcher for the next feature. That's a feature. It's an obstacle. I don't like it. We draw another path card and we have double Overgrown Vestiges. That's okay. I'm going to gain Eagle Eye. Actually, I already did that, didn't I? Yes. Alright, might be time to play some Moments. I don't have Touch of the Verdessa, but I do have Light as a Feather back in my hand. I'll assume that is the case. So let's shuffle both of those back into the path deck, I think, is our best play. Yep, we'll do that. We'll spend that. We'll spend a Glint. We'll shuffle both of them in. That's a Moment, so we're going to gain, Touch of the Verdessa. A great spell. Alright, and we get, don't be another Overgrown Vestiges, a Bustling Lightbringer. Hello, buddy. Let's dodge him. We successfully dodge him. Nothing triggers there. Let us traverse the location. We use our Expedition Logbook. We haven't had a sun, so... Hey, we succeed. We've traversed the location. We have to spend an extra focus. If within reach is not illuminated, this guy, yep, he's illuminated us, so we're fine. So we're running away from the Severed Artery as well. Great. All the way down to the Cerulean Curtain. So we shall again arrest, grab that into hand. We'll grab the Cerulean Curtain. And this one will take a little bit more time because we need to change decks. So replenish here, 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 here. Haven't seen a Glint, have I? Oh, I feel like there's when you need them. We did use a Glint. We've still got one, that's good, and we've got our repellent spores, that'll help. So Quizzy. Rift in the Artery. Oh, that would have been nice. Alright, so we have our Cave System cards. have 3 of these. One, two, three. And sure, we'll keep that one in there as well. And then we also have the Overgrown Passage in play. That's the Flooded Passage, but it's actually the Overgrown one. There it is. We can only clear it if we've got repellent stuff. Repellent spores. All right, Lead Ranger, draw a path card. We've found an elevated passage. That's good. I'd like to bring that with us, but we can't. And we'll draw a path card. A Juvenile Spindle Scuttler. If it's illuminated, it loses disconnected. It might be time for me to ditch something and put Quizzy's Lantern up, because goodness me, is that good. No, we can't afford to. Maybe we'll use the spores. The spores, I say. All right, well, let's do it this way. Let's Sky Whip the Juvenile Spindle Scuttler. No, we won't do that. That's silly. We'll just evade the Spindle Scuttler. We succeed. If there are any active, no, none of those. Exhaust a card within reach, then either exhaust your roll or suffer 1 fatigue. We'll exhaust our roll. That's fine. We'll do this traverse check using Seen Through Cycles. And we will spend 1 there. And we'll use our repellent spores. We succeed. We get our glint back, which is nice. And nothing triggers off that. So that's going to clear that location. And we can now travel away from paths around here, which is great. And now we need 4 progress on the Cerulean Curtain. Let's ditch our repellent spores now and put up, I want to keep the boots for a little bit longer, but the Lambent's Rid would be really good for a bit. No, we'll just rest, get all our stuff back and hope this isn't an obstacle. It's another Spindle Scuttler. Alright, that's a bit annoying. So we'll just bring this back into our hand straight away, light as a feather. We will use light as a feather, spending 1, spending a glint. We gain it from that, which is awesome. We'll shuffle these 2 back into the deck. And we'll draw the Spindle Scuttler Warren. It's persistent. It's not an obstacle. Persistent, I think, means follows us around, doesn't it? Isn't that annoying? Persistent. All cards attached to them remain in play when you travel. All right, that's fine. So we're just going to suffer 1 fatigue when we traverse here. So we will use our last glint. It's a moment, so we soothe the fatigue. And we successfully travel away from here. So we're going to travel down via the Cerulean Curtain, down into the cistern. It's going to be water stuff, and this little thing stays in play, which is very annoying. Very annoying. Is that going to bring Juvenile Spindle Scuttlers out as well? Let's use a different one of these. Each being that is not illuminated gains persistent. That's annoying. That's all right. We'll figure out a way. We'll find a way. Sure wish I had my rebreather right about now. Okay, 1, 2, 3. All right, we've arrived at the cistern. Well done, team. We're on the stratum 3. We'll have to try and clear this by think we've got some options for that. The cistern. Drink of the effervescent waters to soothe an effort. All right, we'll draw a path card. We've found a flooded chamber. Each predator in play with no progress gains persistent. And then we shall draw another path card. Heaped detritus. It's illuminated. And it's an obstacle. All right. This is a obstacle heavy, persistent heavy zone. So we've got feature layer water machine obstacle. We've got feature trail. We've got feature water ruin. So if I had my rebreather, I could gain a bonus effort on that. I don't. I gain a card. Touch of the Verdessa. Flora. No flora. Okay. I'm not sure if I have any glints. I may have got no glints. No, I think I still have one. Alright, well, when we travel, we gain that back. I will pull my light as a feather back into hand. I am going to navigate to the Spindle Scuttler Warren using a focus. And we get a 0, which is a success. Done. There is no active predator or prey. Clear. You may remove all from this feature to discard an equal number of beings. So we don't need to do that. That's great. The flooded chamber, we'll try for a fitness test. Discarding touch of the Verdessa. We succeed. We gain a glint. We'll spend a spirit so we don't have this happen. We're exhausting this feature. That one's going away. Alright, and that one says exhaust this feature, search the path deck and discard for a sawtooth and put it into play. Shame, shame. Little sawtooth. There he is. I actually need to keep one of those. No, that's fine. We're going to have to rest anyway, I think. Alright, Sky whip the little sawtooth out of here. Yep, we'll Sky whip the sawtooth. Costs us, we'll spend 2, 3. Sky whip. We succeed. We'll spend an effort so we don't suffer any penalty. This guy leaves the table. And we played a moment, so we soothe the fatigue. And that's it. Don't have anything left over, so we'll rest. Comes back. Draw a card. Ooh, this refreshes. This little idiot comes back. We get all of our energy back. Alright, so I need to clear this. This isn't difficult to clear. There's no power on it, so we don't have to worry about that. Is it time to bring in Quizzy's lantern? I've only got one, yeah, so we'll bring on Quizzy's lantern at this point. So we'll keep the door opener. That comes with 2 of these. So everything down here is illuminated, which helps. I do want to drink the effervescent waters. This detritus is annoying. Touch of the Verdessa, no. Obstacle. Alright, let's suffer a fatigue. And we will go for this. I'll bring back my usual light as a feather. And we'll then play it along with this on that. So we succeed in clearing that heaped detritus. We'll discard a spirit. Yep, good. Then we'll dodge this guy. Successfully dodge him. Nothing in play there. Oh, what has he got? If there is an active ruin or machine. There is not. Oh yeah, that's a ruin. Add 2 harm and 2 progress to this being. Can't get harm on a location, so that's fine. At this point, we might just use our last spirit to try and drink from the effervescent water. We succeed, which soothes the fatigue. Shape the earth. And then I think we will scene through cycles to try and go up here. And we succeed in clearing the cistern. Good stuff, Deno. So draw a card. Oh, hang on a second. I wanna get a being. So we've got the progress on here. As long as we don't flip an obstacle, we can leave at any time. And it'd be good to get this scavenging sawtooth onto my shapeshifter. So yeah, we'll just travel. I don't think it's going to matter at this point. We want to get out of here. So the verdant sphere. Oh, we're going to be a chance of doing this. I think we're going to chance all the way down. Oh, this thing comes. Oh no, I cleared it. That's good. I was going to say this thing comes all the way. Cave in. That doesn't sound great. Those all look fun. Precarious wreckage. Let's keep all 3 of those. All right, we're going into this green one again, which is called Deep Roots. Travelled a lot of locations today. Done. And we find ourselves at the oh damn, I've got to get the, because it's a pivotal location. Oh well. That's what you get. Verdant sphere, the verdant sphere. Alright, I'm just going to shuffle them in, and if those other ones come up, we'll get rid of them. Done. Lead Ranger, next Flora. Snapping Maw. If it is illuminated, it unfurls its toothy petals. Excellent. And then we will gain the Venerable Lightbringer. It is illuminated. He looks cool. And Being, Machine, and Flora. Alright. I will exhaust my roll to bring Touch of the Verdessa back into hand. I will play Touch of the Verdessa. This guy's got 1 power. On the Snapping Maw. Cost me a fitness to do that. We discard that. And then I will suggest a new form for my shapeshifter to go into. And it is this Snapping Maw. We must discard an effort. I will discard this focus. And then we can connect with this guy. Yeah, sure, let's try connecting with him. We'll use our Lumbens rig. Connection! A 0. We'll spend our last fitness so we don't have to do that. So we spent 2, 3. We've got 3 progress on this guy. Alright, we'll rest. Get all of our energy back. And exhaust our roll. Another Snapping Maw. That's a bit annoying, isn't it? He's got obstacle. That's fine. We'll exhaust our roll and we'll bring Touch of the Verdessa back into hand. We'll whip that guy in the face, spending our last glint. We successfully whip him in the face. Oh, we don't have to do that actually, that's from our connect test that we do. So we clear both of them. The way is clear. but with no glints. Let's attempt a traverse. So we only get one progress on the location. It's a shame. We will, we'll do our exhaust thing again. Slithering vines, all snapping moors gain persistent. That's no good. It is a flora. It is a, can only attach to another being. Oh, that's awful. That is a feature, so we have to traverse it. If this feature is, these guys are wild. If this feature is illuminated, it turns towards the light. Ready a flora. Okay, crazy stuff. Sure wish that I had some stuff here. Whew, maybe we will. I need to traverse the location. That's the problem. When you would destroy... Yeah, actually, let's do this. Let's do a circuitous route. So we are going to suffer 2 fatigue. This actually doesn't come into play. It's discarded. And then we'll put everything we've got left into here. We get our glint back. That's wonderful. We get 1, 2. So we're up to 3. We shuffle that. All right. We should be okay now. We'll rest. We'll draw a card. Quiet. That's nice. What do we get? The familiar Videssian. Come on. Let's read about this guy. I'm friends with him. 139. This is my friend. Familiar Videssian. Hello, buddy. If you befriended the Videssian, you're pretty sure this is the same. Place 2 progress on the familiar Videssian. That's cool, man. You feel a sudden panic mixed with awe that it feels like it's coming from the Videssian, not yourself. Without her help, it feels like the Videssian's speech may be near impossible. I'm going to attempt to communicate with it. Let's go. All right, we're going to spend that. I don't think I'm going to use quiet at this point, so come on. Yes, quiet gets us over the line. So we clear the Videssian with progress. He's our friend. You're my friend. Clear with progress, 139. Clear. We're not on at the source. See the Videssian trying to direct them away or towards the strange carnivorous plants. Then you watch as the reclaimers are gripped and consumed by them. Is the Videssian trying to destroy these plants at their source? Is it asking you for help? Gain the at the source mission. Yep, I'm definitely going to help him. Helping the Videssian. He helped us last time. He's a legend. So we're going to gain the at the source mission. You believe the Videssian needs your help to clear out the aggressive vines that have taken over a section of the arcology. Cool. I'm glad we got to talk to that guy. That's great. 4 missions in play. The expedition's path. The long dark and rattling the cage. Good to see you, Videssian buddy. And now we will do the thing up there. I'm not sure if I've done my thing, so that's enough to clear the verdant sphere. That took a bit longer than I expected. We're going to get down to the route way. Come on, the route way. Let's do it. We're still in these same green paths. So that's all good. The Verdesian's there. All of these. Oof, I'm excited. We've made it to the rootway. So now at the rootway, we have to use a different thing. We drew a card. We've literally got one card left. Okay, that's fine. It's been a travelling day, hasn't it? All about travelling. The rootway. All right, so we have to use a different thing for this one. 1.138 for this location. Missions 1.138. We come to the half-sealed hatchway only to have your head nearly taken off by a snapping vine. In the distance, writhing masses undulate and slither along the walls and floor. The vines in this series of chambers are much larger and more concentrated than in normal places. They've sprouted voracious thorn-lined mouths, to all appearances overgrown carnivorous plants. You recall that these vines grow from large central roots. Although you don't relish trying to weave among them to find their origin point, you know that if you destroy the roots, the vines will go with them. If you're at the rootway, search for the general set and put the locked passage in play. We are at the rootway. Spire Fallen. I can't remember if Spire fell in our last campaign. I feel like it didn't. Spire Fallen. No, doesn't look like Spire's fallen. We saved it. Cool. All right. So this says, clear snarling roots feature at one of these locations. We search the next path, the next flora, and put it into play. Let's hope we get the roots. Oh, you are the man, Deno. You are the man. All right, it's an obstacle. Envision the entirety of the root structure to move your thing to this feature. Okay, so we're going to bring our card back into hand. Our favourite one, light as a feather. And now we're going to draw a card. Elevated Passage. It's wonderful. All right, it's a wonderful time. What to do? Well, I think the only thing to do is envision the entirety of the root structure, spending that to clear this. So we succeed, we'll spend a focus to stop that from happening. And this has been cleared. So we've successfully cleared the snarling roots, which means we read 1.139. All right, we need to, yeah, both bubbles are not checked off. So we need to go to the cistern. I think we'll be going back up there soon. So that's fine. But both bubbles are not. So we don't get both yet. That's okay. Is that one of those ones that if you fail, it just goes away? Or is that one of the ones that you keep until you do it? Usually those little missions, they tell you, don't they? Hey, if you're not doing it before the end of the day. Yes, that's fine. So that just comes on when we do it. Okay, the rest of our stuff is going into the rootway. And we only get 3 on there. But we will use our door opener on the locked passage. And that gets us, sorry, we're better off doing it this way, doing the locked passage with everything. Perfect. And then we rest. We come back, we draw this, slithering vines, fine. We get this back into hand. It's Gus the Mole, little Gussie. That's a feature. So I'm just going to grab out Touch of the Verdessa by exhausting my roll. So I can clear that with, yeah, because I can't, it's not a being, so I can't dodge it. It's also along the way. This guy's really great when you can just discard it for beings. Perform a test, dodge each card within reach, doesn't help us. So we haven't got any on here at the moment. Yeah, that's a shame. So actually what we do is we don't take Touch of the Verdessa, we take Light as a Feather, we spend our glint, we shuffle this back into the path deck, and we hope that we don't draw the same one or one that has obstacle or anything really, just one that we can dodge would be great. You idiot. You idiot. Alright, well I think that's it for the day then. I don't think we get around that. Or do we? We can. Oh, this is how we do it. We drop Quizzy's Lantern for our Iron Wool Cap. Bang. We spend 1 and our Light as a Feather to traverse the slithering vines. We succeed. We'll spend a Spirit so we don't suffer any penalty here. And then we've got a lot of progress on here. We then use the Iron Wool Cap to play Shape the Earth for 1. We put 1, 1 here, and then we can redistribute them however we want. So we put it all on there. Oh my God, it's got so many tools. That ends the day, and we will make our way down to the cage to start the next episode. Get excited, except we're going straight into that day. We're getting in there. I'll see you very shortly. We're back. All right, the cage. We have arrived at the cage. So we've got a few things to do. We're going to travel. So we're going to end the day and travel all the way down to the cage. Bang, and we're travelling along the ancient ruins. Perfect, so we've made it. We still have enveloping silence as our weather. To start the day, let's go and read 196.2. 196.2. Yet another tremor shakes the valley. We're going to not worry too much about that because we have actually arrived at the cage. 1.117. All the way up the top, Dano. While exploring the archaeology's depths, you've discovered many monuments to the Estian's greatness, but nothing could have prepared you for this. When Solaro shared with you his theory of an engine, it evoked images of a hulking machine with a searing, energetic glow at its centre, or perhaps a device similar to the water spinner that powers Tumbledown. But no, at the centre of the space, guarded by a gigantic ribcage of gleaming metal and composite struts, you can see a massive beating heart. A heart to all appearances of flesh and blood. Complete the long dark mission. Excellent. The heart's beat is arrhythmic and erratic. As it stutters, you watch the attendant machines in the chamber judder in response, and occasionally hear it groaning and rumbling in the distance. The heart's arrhythmia seems to be destabilizing the archaeology systems and possibly the entire structure. There can be no doubt. This is the source of the earthquakes. If you don't do something about the heart, you worry that the entire archaeology could collapse on itself, as Solaro suggested, swallow up the entire valley. Oof. The Arboretum of Memory is... So these are our two options. Destroy the heart, or try and find another solution. Destroying the heart will save the valley. And is that the right thing to do right now? Alright, so we have rattling the cage completed, and we are going to try and save the heart. I don't feel comfortable just popping the guy. And that's it. So we're going to go to the heart of it. It says, gather as much information as you can. Return to the cage when you feel you have sufficient information. I feel like we go to the arboretum of memory. I feel like that is the case where we will find stuff. Yeah. So the arboretum of memory is over here. So that's where we're gonna start our day in the cage, and head off, hopefully up to the arboretum of memory. So we have Quizzy's Lanterns, great. Skywhip's great. Sketchbook, seen through cycles. So I like that. We'll probably pop that back in there. The sketchbook's great, but I do like the connect test, but we've got Quizzy's Lantern as well. So yeah, we'll go for Touch of the Vedessa and Paths we've run before. Okay, fine. So that's our starting hand. Very, very good. We have arrived here at the cage, 107, and we have to draw a path card. We'll do that. A capacitive leech. All right. So we'll read 107 because I haven't read 107 yet. Boom. If you are on the heart of it, we are on the heart of it. Go to 107.1. Do we start right now? There's no more time for research and planning. It's time to deal to the heart of it. Okay, so yeah, no, we can't do that. We're only going to get one chance. That's great. Okay, so we're gonna head over here. We're gonna attempt to travel up to Talpio's Squeeze and then to the Arboretum of Memory. So, excellent. So we've drawn our path card, and we're now going to start our day by drawing another path card. The Vegas Capacitor. All right. Great. 143. Let's read 143. These arcs help keep the heart beating regularly and allow it to send energy back to the arcology systems. Okay, so that will be probably used to do some stuff. Excellent. All right, now we just want to try and travel here, so I wonder how much power we're going to need on it. This is a bit annoying. It's a feature. This feature cannot leave play. Clear with harm. Draw and attach one challenge card. Spend one awareness or suffer this injury. Yeah, this is all bad, actually. This is all bad. Spend... So we've gotten rid of rattling the cage. To the heart of it. Gather as much information as you can. I don't have any information. I don't know how to start it. We've got to travel away. We've got to travel away. That's our only option right now. So do I just take some fatigue? I don't want to take fatigue. I don't want to smash this up because I might need it later. So let's just use our door opener to interact with Vegas Capacitor. It is a feature. Oh, hang on. Oh, I need my spell. I need my glint. Yeah, so we're just going to try and clear this with progress. So we roll 1, 2, 3. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6. And then we bring that back into hand. So we've cleared the Vegas Capacitor. Let's actually try and check our Ranger. Excellent. Sorry. So this is not powered, so we don't trigger that. Move one power from one machine to another. There isn't any machines. Then add one harm to this feature. Then spend one awareness or suffer an injury. There's my awareness. We don't have to, that's not powered up by 3. Okay, so we can't exhaust that, so we are going to take fatigue. But we could... Yeah, so I'm drawing 2 cards. 1, 2, Iron Wool Boots, or the Shapeshifter. The boots might be good. Let's put him on top. Am I going to need my water? I'm not going to need my rebreather. So let's... If I have a piece of gear, do I have the option? You don't have the option to bring it back to your hand. You have to discard it. Do I discard it? Yep. We'll discard that. We'll bring on the Iron Wool Boots. And we'll actually rest there. And we'll bring our friend into play. And we'll find a bustling Lightbringer. Another machine. We're going to play... Oh, I can't play him. I've got a... 4 fatigue is a lot of fatigue to take right now, but I think we'll do it. Let's travel away from the heart. We're going to travel. We successfully travel. So let's leave. Let's bring the Shapeshifter in play. Unfortunately, we suffer 4 fatigue. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's okay, I think. Yep. All right. That's a scary place to be. I don't like that. There's a lot happening there. Talpio Squeeze. Nutrient Injector. That's interesting. Beat Regulator. Lots of things. Let's find 3 of these. 1, 2, 3. And we're travelling to the new location, which I've never been to, which is called Talpid's Squeeze. What do you like, Talpids? Are you a nice place? I'm not sure if you're a nice place. Hope you are. 119. The explorations come to a halt. The paneling, if you've travelled here from the cage. Overgrown passage is in play. That's fine. We're happy with that. We're not going that way. Draw a path card. Humming circuits, and then draw a path card. Kinetic transfer pods. Excellent. So nothing's stopping us right now, which is good. We're drawing a card. Taking this back. We just unexhaust and bring back Touch of the Verdessa. This is a location ruin. 1 debris. There's no debris here, is there? No. No debris, no debris, no debris. We can't use any of our things to do anything with that. This is illuminated. This has got 0 power. It'd be good to get those again. No, we're going to the Arboretum of Memory. Let's do it. Let's just travel. None of these have stuff. So we're just going to go for it. We succeed. We'll spend a spirit so we don't have to do anything there. None of this causes anything there. So that's great. We'll travel straight away. We're going to go to the Arboretum of Memory along the water path. Yeah, I might just keep this as is, because we're no doubt going back there very soon. All right, let's hope this Arboretum of Memory will be able to provide us some insights as to what on earth to do. It does sound like a place where you would go for information. It is a pivotal location, Arboretum of Memory. Excellent. I've been to the chimney. I've been to the mycelial conclave. I've been to the artery. And I've been to, yeah, cool. So this is the last pivotal location that we're going to. That probably makes me feel good that we are on the right path, as it were. All right, draw a card that is a flora. 105 is our card. That is a flora, Petrified Colossus. Okay, so let's read our 105 for reaching the Arboretum of Memory. The rounded chambers of the Arboretum of Memory are not the largest or most awe-inspiring spaces you've found within the arcology. However, something about the solemnity of the groves hushes your voices and leads you to walk quietly between the towering giants. The trees of the copse are multi-trunk giants, growing out of a joined root structure and reaching close to the curved and gently glowing ceilings. Here they merge again into a thicket of leafy branches. Otherwise, trunks are smooth save for the curves of the wood and the faint ridges of outer bark. You head deeper into the chambers and soon you start to find live trees outnumbered by dead ones, whose upper branches have been pruned back to stumps like monstrous fig trees. Petrified. Some mystery of the Etruscans. Okay, cool. You study the ancient Estian carved into the walls and the chambers using the translation Solaro taught you, and you start to realise that this is an Estian data storage facility. Somehow the Estians stored yottabytes of information into the structure of each tree, induced petrification to preserve the information forever. That is awesome. All right. You just hope the information lies hidden in the trees. Okay, so this is a tree. If there is an active prey, it hides behind the Colossus. So we're going to read 133. Perhaps if you can find that something, you can learn more about these trees and their purpose. All right, so there's definitely going to be an eagle eye happening here, I think. Let's read what we got next. A veiled axolotic. It's got ambush, so it's going to ditch two of these. It does not ready during the refresh phase. Okay, so this is just actually up here, and it stays like that. Interesting. If this predator is illuminated, it loses ambush. We don't have Quizzy's lantern. I really want Quizzy's lantern back. It's so good. I'm going to play a moment. Eagle Eye. It's going to allow me to soothe the fatigue. We gain a sketchbook back. 1, an archivist spirit. That sounds good. 2, scavenging storetooth and incendiary lilies. All right, I'm going to bring the archivist spirit into play, I think. That sounds great. 135. It's a friendly spirit. I wonder if he's the guy that we need to figure out the trees. Enters play, 135.1. A figure is walking there. At first you see a bearded man wearing strange clothes and stranger gear, but then he seems to also be made up of flashes of different people, places, and even emotions. Something about the colours and shapes, the way they shift and move, speaks to you in a strange and marvellous language. Clear him with progress to interpret its strange appearance. Well, I'm going to discard Seal's sketchbook and attempt to connect with him. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to exhaust the veiled axolotic to avoid him. We successfully avoid him. Move 1 from the location to an active feature. We don't need to do that. And now we're going to do this test to connect with him. We successfully connect with him. So we're going to clear him with progress for 135. If the heart is in play, it's not. If helping hand is attached, go to 135.3. It is not. Otherwise, go to 135.4. As you observe the spirits, when it touches one of the blah, 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 blah. Okay. If you bring this spirit to the cage, perhaps he will tell you a story that reveals something vital about its construction. Yes, lead the spirit to the cage. That's what we're doing, attaching helping hand. This has worked out well. This has worked out very well. Helping hand mission. That's in the thing here. Okay, so we have to clear him with progress to... Yep, great. All right, I'm going to unexhaust my thing to bring Touch of the Verdessa back into hand, I guess. Okay, so our little spirit guy's persistent. He can't ever be killed by people, so that's great. Move one from the location to an active being, but he does stop us from travelling away. That's not ideal. Okay, so I don't have a flora. I do have a flora. I can put a harm on this to pop that guy. He's not a flora, is he? No, he's a reptile. Do I want to use Touch of the Verdessa? It will give me a fatigue soothing. The other option is I try and clear that guy with progress. I need a +1. Let's try a Touch of the Verdessa. We'll spend the focus there to do that. So that's going to put 4 harm on him. I need my hawk. Please be my hawk. No, a circuitous route. Okay, that's interesting. That's a problem. Let's try traversing our location, I guess. No, we're not going to do that. We'll rest. We've got Gus the Mole. He's helpful, actually. He's pretty helpful. What have we got coming out of here? Heaped Detritus. It's an illuminated obstacle. This guy comes back. That's annoying. We did put a harm on this. This goes here. Yes, I need to do one more harm to that guy. We get all our stuff back. I have 4 there. So, got none of that left. I'll exhaust my roll to bring Touch of the Verdessa back into hand. So I can clear him, but this detritus is a problem now. So let's avoid this veiled axle attack. We succeed. Move 1 progress from the location to an active feature. Doesn't help us. This guy's going to be annoying. Yep, so he's avoided. Let's try and get rid of the detritus. We get our glint back, that's nice. We put 1, 2, 3. So we're 1 short. We get our glint back. We will discard a spirit. And then I think we might just keep trying to get glints. Oh no, we have to exhaust this feature. Ugh. And put a little scavenging sawtooth in play. Damn, that's bad. This little guy's going to be hard to handle, I think. I might discard both of these and the 1 left to clear that little scavenging sawtooth. We get another glint back. And that's enough to clear him. And that means that we can add him to my shape-shifting companion, which is good. But again, we're going to have to rest. This is starting to build up now. Incendiary lilies come up. Add 1 harm to an active water feature. Oh, this stays exhausted. Yes, I'm not sure how to best approach this. Alright, we're going to... If you have 2 or more fatigue, exhaust this being. We've got to try and exhaust that guy. And we draw a card. We will bring, where's my, I do not have my great one that I need. So we're going to put Sky Whip back into our hand. We're going to spend 2 and this circuitous route to Sky Whip this Veiled Axolotac. So we actually defeat him. Actually, what is it? Is it 1? Oh yeah, it's to add it to your, equal to your being. Okay, so I don't have to do anything other than that. That gives us this back, which is the Lambent's Rig. So we have to add 1 to an active water feature and nothing with that guy. Okay, so we're back feeling okay now. Let's traverse the detritus, gaining us a glint back, clearing the detritus but suffering a fatigue. And yeah, don't have my rebreather, so that's very annoying. And yeah, we'll shuffle this guy into the... do we want the Veiled Axolotac or do we want this guy? Clearing or destroying? We'll put the Scavenging Sawtooth in there. Alright, now we should be okay, he says comfortably. Draw a card. Light as a feather, that's what we needed. The Grove Tender, what do you do, buddy? A touch of the flora with the highest presence. Interpret to read 136.2 and add it. So this little guy's just, he's going around reading the plants, isn't he? It reads the data stored in the tree. Oh, okay. So maybe we should try and use that guy. If there's no flora, yeah, ready it. When a touch flora is cleared, interpret the stream of information to read and add 2 to the attached flora. What a guy. What a guy. Alright, I don't want to piss this off. So if I just play Light as a Feather now, I get rid of all of these. And I can then pour everything into this. So let's do that. I'm going to play Light as a Feather, which is a moment, so it brings this back into hand. Paths we've roamed before. All of these are going to go away. Hopefully this is a good decision. Something easy. No. No. That's alright. We can get rid of him pretty easily. So we're going to discard this to add 4 progress to him. And then we're going to connect with him using our Lambent's Rig. We succeed in connecting with him, so he goes away. And now we unexhaust our roll to bring Light as a Feather back into play, and this and the Expedition Logbook to traverse the location. Come on, we're getting out of here. That's good. So back down to Talpio Squeeze. Those Veiled Axolotics are tragic. Do not like them at all. Okay. I probably should have got some information from those trees, but I reckon this Archivist Spirit's going to be the guy that helps us. I hope. Draw a card. Touch of the Verdessa. Magical. Shapeshifter comes back. Oh, I probably should. Yeah, I'll spend the green. Gets me a glint back as well, which is lovely. To reattach the axolotic to that guy. So we've got we've got the axolotic attached, so we can do some harm stuff. Okay, Talpio's squeeze we have. Oh, how do we clear debris? Oh, wow. So this is, I completely missed this. I was thinking debris was one of these. But no, there's actually debris on the location that we need to clear. So draw a path card. Oh, good. A little ambushing guy. I need to put thing on. If it's illuminated, it gains ambush. And then we draw this guy. Fantastic. If there's one, okay, so there's actually 2 debris on this. So we need to do 1 debris. Okay, if there's at least 1 debris on the location, the debris shifts, discard all from an active feature. At least 2 was discarded, discard 1 debris. All right. So yeah, we might be going into a 3rd day here. So I'm going to discard this guy to kill this guy. So he's exhausted. Done. And then I'm going to dodge the veiled axolotic. Successfully dodge. So he's dodged. Now I will bring back my light as a feather into hand, and I will attempt to traverse the location. We succeed. I'll discard a spirit. And now I'm going to discard the mole and a circuitous route plus my 1 focus to try and clear all the debris. And wouldn't you know it, I succeed at clearing the debris. I'll discard my spirit, and I overshot on that, so this is not going to cause that to trigger. So we can now walk away from Talpid Squeeze. It's our last. All right, so we're going to have the last bit of energy in the cage. We got the guy here, so that's the first part. Okay, so we're at the cage. There's cards everywhere right now, absolutely flying. The heart is in play. Is this enough information, or have I gone crazy? Should I have read more information before I've left? Who's to say? I don't know, but we've made it to the Archivist Spirits. And Helping Hand, the heart contracted. This guy's in play. So we've rested. We're drawing a card, so I've literally got 2 cards in hand. We draw a path card. Cave in. Awareness. Yep, we'll do that. We'll do an awareness check for the cave in. We succeed. So that's place 1 on the location and each feature in play. So we're just putting 1 here on the location. So that's good. Great. So now we draw a path card to start our thing, humming circuits. And let's read what happens when we bring our friend here, the Archivist Spirits. The cage. I've no idea if I've made a bad decision. You're on the heart of it? Yes. We're ready to confront the heart. Maybe. I need to go read 135, the Archivist Spirit first. Oh, we're going to clear him with progress. Yeah. Travel to the cage and clear the Archivist. Great. Alright, well, We've just got humming circuits, that's fine. I just need to put 2 connection on him. So let's do that. We succeed. We'll spend our focus. Draw and attach 1 challenge card to this organ. Oh, that's a glint. I'm going to assume that makes us reshuffle and gives me a glint. There we go. Add 1 power to the machine with the least power. So this guy's got 3. So we've cleared our friend, the Archivist Spirit. Okay, let's read this. As you stand at the centre of the cage, you watch transfixed as the spirit of the Archivist moves effortlessly through the space. It drifts and dances through the various machines, and as it does, you see flashes of this place as it once was. The vaulted roof arches overhead, gleaming in the clean white light that seems to emanate from everywhere at once. You sense the presence of hundreds of people around you, all working with an excited, nervous purpose. You know that you're inside the arcology when it was new, when you can feel the will of its creators. The scene shifts, and you see the heart. You feel it beating strong and sure, and its energy flowing through the arcology. You see a long line of people standing before the heart. One by one they step forward. Each greets the heart in turn, introducing themselves and giving thanks. And somehow you sense the heart reply, greeting them with equal friendship and warmth. The Archivist Spirit has vanished, but has left you with a profound sense of feeling of peace and gratitude. We gained the Archivist Spirit reward card. Well, I wasn't expecting that. I was thinking he was going to help us. That's a shame. We don't actually have any information, but what do you... I can't even play the guy. What a... I hate it when you get rewards like that. Can't even use the guy. Ah well, it is what it is. So we've cleared the heart with progress. No, we haven't, but we can. Just by... Actually, no, we need to go back to the cage. Okay. We're ready to confront the heart. Sure, let's try it. I didn't consult the spirits, and I didn't jury-rig a solution. Well, unfortunately, because of this Archivist Spirit being an absolute rubbish lead, who didn't help us at all, we've done a really bad job at finding the ways that we could have saved the heart, and instead we're just going to have to kill the guy. Yeah, great effort from me. Could have at least tried a little bit to read those trees, those book trees, but no, we've failed. I feel like the verdant sphere and the arboretum of memory would have provided the 2 pieces of information we needed, because they're the 2 pivotal locations, but unfortunately they did not. So we've gained the heart attack mission, and while at the cage, each machine gains the following test. So we need to sabotage it. Unfortunately, that's going to have to wait till tomorrow. But guess what? Tomorrow's right now, because we're going again for the next day. I'll set up. Guess what? We're back. Yeah, look, it's a bit unfortunate, really. I would have liked to have been the good guy and saved the heart. It actually makes me a little sad. I feel a bit disappointed, but it does mean that I've got a reason to replay this game, and that's a nice thing. Maybe I'll be able to replay it with Mossy. She might like it. So we're going to deal out our starting hand. We have Repellent Spores, the Shapeshifter, Seen Through Cycles, Shape the Earth, Sky Whip, and Eagle Eye. Sure, I'll just keep those. That's all fine. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so the heart contracted, so same deal as before. Expanded side face up is actually what's in play. So we need to clear it with harm. It's a biomeld organ feature. We draw a path card. It's an overgrown vestiges, and then we're going to follow it up with humming circuits. So when a machine comes into play, here, each machine gains the following test. Fitness plus the triangles, sabotage it, and add 1 to this machine for every 2 efforts. So we can sabotage this We just need to, yeah, smash it up. So let's bring the shapeshifter into play. Great little guy. And then let's smash up. We've only got one glint. It's a shame. Let's smash up this little thing. We're going to use our seen through cycles and our 2 fitness to sabotage this little thing. Alright, we only gain 1. Add 1 to the machine with the least power. So this guy is a machine, so he's going to 3. To add an equal number of unique tokens to a machine or tech. Done. Draw and attach a challenge card to this organ. And we'll spend a spirit. Okay, so we've done 1 harm. That's fine. Focus. This only works on a being. Let's eagle eye to have a look at what we've got coming up here. That's a capacitive leech. Oh, there's a beat regulator. That's a machine. Nutrient injector. Perfect. So I'll keep these 2 on top. And that way we know the next 2 things are going to be the machines we need to smash. And that's great. I'll spend a focus to do a check. We get a glint. We're going to add this to down here. We're going to spend our spirit so we don't have to flip the enveloping silence. And this is going to go to 4 machine power. Excellent. And so we rest. We'll bring this one back into hand first. We rest. We get all of our stuff back. And we draw a card. We got light as a feather. That's nice. And what do you know? It's this machine. The Nutrient Injector. 142. I'm really sad. I feel really sad. Excellent. I'm smashing up the nutrient injector that keeps the machine alive. Isn't that great? I feel really good about that. Ah. Alright, well I'm going to smash this machine. Sure. We'll do the same thing as before. We'll use this and we'll use this to smash that machine. We succeed at smashing this machine. Actually, we'll do it on this machine. We succeed in smashing that machine. The feature is illuminated. It's not illuminated. No power. We've gained one of our sabotage things. Isn't that great? We've sabotaged one of the machines. Let's bring that back into hand. And when that does a harm to the thing, doesn't it? Yeah, when a machine is cleared, add 1 sabotage token to the heart. Boo. Well, I might as well... Yep. I'll rest. I'll draw a card. We know this is coming. Excellent. I get my stuff back. I'm going to use my seen through cycles plus 1 fitness to try and smash this and hopefully succeed. We get our second thing on the heart. Stupid. It's got 0 power. The beat regulator. I don't want to know what the beat regulator does. I'll bring light as a feather back into hand. And sure, we'll try and do this one. We fail. We'll rest. Humming circuits comes into play. This comes in here, we get this. I'll bring this back into hand. I'm going to discard both of these and these 2 to sabotage the beat regulator. Have I got any others to use? No, that's only 1 harm. I'm resting. I'm bringing this back into hand. This is coming out. Oh, Vegas capacitor as well. Great. Why not? Let's have more of these machines that make me sad. I'm really salty, actually. I'm really salty. All right, this is destroyed. This is not. We've killed the heart. How great's that? Everyone can be really happy that we've destroyed it. It's great. I'm really glad. 1.125. The chamber shakes as the heart's attendant systems shut down one after another. Somewhere a massive slab of support buttressing peels away from a cavern wall and goes tumbling down to the floor with a thunderous crash and a cloud of dust. You feel deep regret at destroying the heart, but you know that this was the only way to ensure the people of the valley would remain safe. You pause, then after a deep breath, you yank the last of the components free. Killed the heart and record 1129. End the day. Great. We're going to the next day as well. Isn't that good? Your eyes shoot up, open, and you sit up startled. A smothering darkness envelops you. The air is dusty and still, and you begin to fear that you may be trapped. You hear the rumbling thunder of tumbling stone, and you're met with a sudden current of fresh air. There must be a way out of the cage up ahead. The chamber rumbles again. If you can reach an area above the archaeology's lowest substructure, you think you might be safe. Do not put the heart into play at the cage as usual. Instead, game the escape missions and follow the remaining setup on the back of the location. Okay, so the cage is here. There's no more heart. We're starting the day again. So we're just drawing a path card. 107. What happens in 107? Oh, I'm so mad. Damn. Well, I mean, there's not much for it, right? We literally have done the best we can with the information we've been provided. I need to get out of here. Where is the escape mission? The heart is dead. The archaeology is collapsing around you. Escape to the safety of the arteries before you are buried. At the end of the day, we are out. Seems fine. Won't use any of my starting setup equipment. Great. Arrive at one of these locations. So we're at 1.129, isn't it? Gain the escape mission. At the end of the day, we read 1.130. All right. Let's draw a path card, I guess. Capacitive Leech. Coruscating Phantom starts nicely with us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's fine. I'll take an Eagle Eye out, actually. Paths we've roamed before. Perfect. He ambushes us. That's going to help our cause tremendously. Alright, I got one glint. What can I do with that clown? Shapeshifter, Throng of Life. Now we're just going to try and dodge the Coruscating Phantom. And then we successfully do that. This guy doesn't have 3 power, so he doesn't do anything. And then I guess we just traverse the location. That should be enough. It is enough. We'll discard a spirit. So we're going to travel away from the cage. Excellent. Let's go the left way. Up to the root way. Maybe we should free the Videssian as well while we're on our way. Help him out. I am filthy. I'm so filthy about this. This is making me really upset. I wanted to save the heart. Why did I think that was going to be enough information? It is what it is, Deno. You've made your bed. Now sleep in it. Sleep in it with your dead heart. The root way. Search the path to the next flora. That's not a flora. That's not a flora. That's not a flora. Is there actually even a flora in here? Mutating Galgathrop. Yeah, overgrown vestiges, an obstacle. How fantastic is that? What we need is one of those the passages that lets us go up to the next level. Oh, and now we draw. Oh, good. Another ambush. 1, 2. Come on, man. Stop this rubbish. If this feature is illuminated, it loses obstacle. All right. So, do I have the ability to move this guy? Do I have the ability to move a being? I didn't draw a card at the end of my turn. Great. Eagle Eye. Very useful. Shape the Earth is not going to help us at this point in time. I don't have a Sky Whip. I can bring Quiet in, but that doesn't help us. I can bring the Shapeshifter in, but he can't do any damage. Throng of Life. If the one area has more total power than any other, move the Predator to this area. So the Overgrown Vestiges isn't going to help us there. So we're just going to try and dodge this guy. We succeed. We'll discard a Spirit. And that's it. If there are fewer than one Ranger Shifting Rubbles in play, search the general shed for Shifting Rubble and put it in play. That's wonderful. That's absolutely wonderful. Now we've got Shifting Rubble as well. It's an obstacle. You better believe it is. Oh, it's so depressing. Obstacle when this feature is attached to another card. Okay, great. So that's now going to fatigue us as well. I'm going to search my Ranger deck for a card. I need a Ranger card. That's not attached. So I get Repellent Spores. That's a Flora. Excellent. I'll play my Repellent Spores. And then I will use my Repellent Spores plus my Fitness to traverse the Overgrown Vestiges. This is going to fatigue us. Can't do anything about it. A +1's glorious. That is going to clear that. Excellent. Problem the first solved. That's it. We have to rest. We draw Seal's Sketchbook. I don't know what to do about this stupid guy. Don't be another one of those guys. A Pitch Black Passage. That is also an obstacle. 149. Is that one let us walk out of here? I can't remember. I think it does. We haven't braved the dark. Maybe we should try that. You need 10. Oh my god. That's impossible. Oh yeah, when one or more is added to this feature, if it is illuminated, double it. I need to get myself my Lambant's rig or my... I need Quizzy's little thing. No power. Let's search for Quizzy's thing. We'll discard a Spirit. This isn't going to get moved because there's not one area that has more power. So we're drawing Sky Whip. Alright, well that's better than nothing, I suppose. We can at least use that to try and get rid of the Phantom. I've got 2 obstacles, man. Where's my thing? What do we do here? Do we bring Quiet into play? Yep. And then we Sky Whip this guy out of here. 3 damage. If you have an equipped tech, exhaust this guy. We added our Repellent Spores. Quiet chomps him first. Okay, great. I spent my glint. I rest. This is a bad day. What do we got? Oh, capacitive leech. It's got power, so that would have helped us. Give me Quizzy's thing. Shape the earth. Would be great if we had glints. We don't have any glints. I feel very frustrated. Comes back. Let's search for Quizzy's book. Hey, 1, 2. Rebreather. Doesn't help us because there's no water, does it? No. Alright, I'll put both of them on the bottom and see if we can get Quizzy's lantern or the Lambent's rig. Iron wool boots. They're okay. We'll play our iron wool boots. Let's try and connect with the capacitive leech, I guess. Alright, so that is positive for us. We add 3 progress to the leech. Then, when this feature isn't attached, attach this feature to the path card with the highest presence. If you can't, suffer 1 injury. That's done. Progress can't be added or moved to this card, so the rubble's just going to smash that. Fine. Quiet can just chomp the capacitive leech if we want. Sure, chomp the leech. You're gone. The leech is gone. I'll bring the shapeshifter in play, and then I'll suggest a new form for it. Suggested. Well done. You're now capacitive leech. We rest. Again. We draw a card. The door opener. What's that helping us with? Oh, good. Another capacitive leech. I don't think I used my Sky Whip back in hand. Oh, what to do, what to do. This door opener doesn't help us. The Throng of Life. Sure, we need to clear this rubble is what needs to happen. Let's search for a thing again. So we only draw 1. I do want that, but I really want my light. Great. We discard that, so that doesn't happen. Discard 1 unique token from a machine or tech. Fantastic. Alright, we have a glint, so I'm going to play light as a feather, which is going to let us bring this back. These are all going away. Oh, 1, 2, 3. And hopefully we can get something that isn't an obstacle and we can get away. A bustling light bringer. Wonderful. It's wonderful. This comes back into hand. I'll dodge the bustling light bringer. We succeed. We also add a glint back. And nothing bad happens for once. And then we're going to traverse the location with everything we've got to get out of here. Traverse the location. We fail. We don't fail, but we don't succeed. Have I got any other? Yeah, I do. That's going there. We're successfully walking away from this stupid... Where are we? Where even are we? We're at the root way. Great, we're going to the verdant sphere. I'm sure that's going to end well for us. Now let's go to the inverted forest. I haven't been there. I've heard it's nice this time of year. Can you tell how mad I am? I'm sure you can. People that have been watching for a while would know when I'm angry, I think. Ah, well. Let's look at the positives, friends. We get 1 more opportunity to play through this campaign. And that is a good thing. That is a good thing. I'm enjoying that fact. Alright, the Verdesian. Wonder if we can clear out the source along the way. Probably not. I've used way too many cards to try and get through this. The Verdant Sphere, the Verdant Sphere. Way too many cards. Just got to hope that I can get my fatigue. Lead Ranger, draw a path card. Illumination. Excellent. Alright, so this is back. These are back. This is back. These are back. I'm exhausting this before anything happens to get this back into play. And now we have to draw another path card. The Sap Applicator. Heal an injury. Yes. I don't need to heal an injury. 117. Ooh, if we are on the expedition's path, technically we are. Check off the right bubble. Cool. Thanks, Solaro. That's really helping us at the moment. No, I've gone to the wrong one. We're not in the inverted forest. I went the verdant sphere, didn't I? I even shuffled the verdant sphere. I said I was going to go to the thing, and then I did the opposite. I'm devastated. I'm absolutely devastated. Done. Oh, we need 5 progress. That's fine. I'm getting out of here straight away. I'm doing that. I'm doing that. +1. -2. I'm using Throng of Life, including this glint, to turn it into a +1. I gain the glint back. We succeed. We're getting out of here. Straight away. I'll dodge that guy first. And then I'll suffer a fatigue. Perfect. It was great. I enjoyed my time in the verdant sphere. Oh. Alright, the cistern. 1, 2, 3. We've got to do this in one day. I think we've got to do this in one day or we die. We get buried. I hope we do, actually. That'd be a cool thing to happen. Seal's sketchbook. The cistern. Let's go, Deno. Okay. Can soothe fatigue. That's nice. Lead Ranger, draw a path card. Bang. Ivory flowers. That is a feature and it is flora. That's cool. I don't think we need to worry about 114, but for what it's worth, the cistern. What did they do with so much purified water? I don't know. That's a feature. Let's draw another path card. Snapping Maw. Cool, we're going to use awareness, and we're going to spend all 3 awareness, because we have this, and this has come back, and this is here. We'll exhaust to bring this back into hand. And then we're going to do all 3 of these to exhaust all flora within reach. We succeed, we get another glint, and we'll spend a spirit, and then we're going to traverse using this. We succeed, and we're going to use this. We've cleared the chimney. These are both exhausted. We're getting out of the chimney, and we're going back over here. We're back up on level 2. Man, we're in the cerulean curtain. We're so close to the severed artery. We might make it. We might make. Oh, there's me stupid Lambant's rig. You stupid Lambant's rig. I actually played a moment before too, so I'm going to clear that and get touch of the Verdessa. Ah, cerulean curtain. Well, I've done 3 days tonight. That's been actually really nice. I was really enjoying the campaign, but I was thinking to myself, I've got a lot of cool games to play. I'd like to try a new game. So I thought I was actually closer to the finish than I was. Evidently, I had ways to get to that mission that I could have spent some time doing, but I didn't. What was this path? It was a water path. Water path plus 1, 2, 3. Lead Ranger is going to draw a path card. Sparkling Circuits, very nice. And then we draw a path card, a Scavenging Sawtooth, tremendous. We're at 111. It is going to tell us to put the Flooded Passage in play, but if Mysterious Seed is in play, it's not. Yep, Overgrown Passage comes back in play. Fine. Get all of our energy back. That's a machine. I've got Repellent Spores. We'll just pop the Shapeshifter. That is a Prey. So that's going to clear the Capacitive Leech back into the deck, but that's fine. It's going to put 4 progress on him. And we'll discard Sill's Sketchbook and our 2 of that to successfully clear him. This has got 2 power, which means it's 2 fatigue. We just need to get up to there. We'll discard our focus. It's not an obstacle. It's a feature. We could play Shape the Earth. It's not going to clear it. Would get me this back though. When you interact with a machine. That is a machine. Yeah, let's actually discard that for the Sunlight and then play Lund's Door Opener. And then we will attempt to traverse that using 1 and Lund's Door Opener, which gives us additional effort. So we will succeed. So it's got 1, yeah, so we get 3, which means we clear that. And then we'll try and traverse the location. Again, we'll bring back our friend Light as a Feather. Spend that. It's not a machine, it is a water card. We don't have our helmet. We'll do that. -1, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're falling short by 1. That's okay. We'll rest. We gain our Iron Wool Cap. We gain a card. It's a little Sawtooth. We'll play Shape the Earth. We get the 4th one. We make it up to the Severed Artery. That was a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. And we're going to reach one of those locations. So we're going to read 1.131. The passageway groans and shakes around you, but ahead you see the distinctive hatch leading to the arteries. With a final burst of effort, you run as fast as your legs will carry you and leap through the hatch as the tunnel beyond you collapses with a roar. Slowly you stagger to your feet. Rock dust fills the air. You peer back down the passageway from which you came, and sure enough, it is completely collapsed and filled with debris. There will be no returning to the lowest level of the arcology. As you catch your breath and the tremors subside, you grow increasingly confident that you're no longer in any immediate danger. You sit down heavily and breathe this sigh of relief, for soon you'll be back on the surface, and in this moment you feel that day cannot come soon enough. Gain the Final Ascent mission. I was supposed to put Shifting Rubble into play, but I had my thing that allowed me to discard it, so I should have probably been paying more attention. But at this point I just feel really sad, and that's all. The Final Ascent. Somewhere in our missions, I'm sure. There it is, the Final Ascent. Arrive at the chimney. That's all we need, is it? We just need to arrive at the chimney. Oh. Yeah, I'm actually just sad. I'm just sad about that. I've got enough stuff here, I think, to go to the chimney either definitely today or tomorrow. Wonder what would happen if we failed that. Do we die? Each ranger adds 2 lingering injuries. Wow. That is crazy. So you don't die. Ah well, that would have been fun if you died. Yeah, let's just skip ahead. We're going to complete the final ascent. Basically, we just need to travel up a couple more spaces and we will be absolutely A-OK. So yeah, I'm just going to read the final ascent, which has arrived at the chimney 1.132. After all you've been through, the final ascent to the chimney nearly did you in. You've climbed mountains that felt easier than this particular climb, but in the end you did not falter. Here you find the base camp much as you left it, though it feels somehow more permanent, more lived in than the last time you were here. Lambent's rigs fill the chamber with light, and you smell something delicious cooking over the solar coils. You see Solaro, Cal, and the rest of the expedition team gathered to welcome you home. You also spot a number of other rangers, including Cordo, Nal, and even Elder Thrush. All of them stop what they're doing and turn to face you as you approach, eager for news what transpired below. You take a deep breath and begin to tell your tale. Stratum 3 lost. No. I'm sorry, Solaro. I'm sorry. Silence the heart. That was us as well. Damn. We didn't consult the spirits. No. We did save the team. Thanks for Quizzy. Ura Voss is happy that we saved him. Thank you. We didn't best Carl. We didn't get visions of the Verdessa. And that's it. Welcome home. Continue playing to discover all you may have missed. Yeah, very nice. So I think I like that mission, or that campaign better than the other one. Definitely felt a lot more excitement about exploring it. Maybe that just comes from having all of the knowledge of the previous one and sort of knowing what was happening and how it was all working. This character's great. He's absolutely my favourite. I've tried some other ones. I played a couple of one-day missions, and yeah, this guy's just far too much fun. Far too many options. And when you play solo, you really need someone that can handle all of the different things that get thrown your way. So, Legacy of the Ancestors. Rock solid. Great expansion. If you like Earthborne Rangers, you'll like Legacy of the Ancestors. If you don't, it probably won't change your opinion that much. I'm really surprised at this game. You know, I sort of, when I got it, I was so excited, and it has definitely been a great experience. But I was really expecting it to blow me away. I was expecting it to be my game of the year last year, and it came in 6th or something, or 7th maybe on my rankings, maybe 4th, whatever it was. It wasn't number 1. And that surprised me. And this game, it's a great living card game, and I feel that if you get invested in the story and you love all of those little interactions, this would be an amazing game for those people who've been captured by the story. I like it. It's not going out of my collection for the moment. As I said, I'll play that campaign one more time, I think, and I might try and get Mossy to come along and see what it's like, because I've said it a couple of times through this playthrough, I really think that playing it multiplayer is where this game will be at its peak, at its best. And Marvel Champions, you can play solo. You could play this two-handed. I mean, I could play this two-handed, but that is adding a lot of mental, cognitive load that I just don't know that I have capacity for at this stage with this game. I put a lot of time into things like Kingdom Death, so my cognitive load for something like this is supposed to just be a relaxing, fun game. So, yeah, really love it. It'll probably make the cut for my top games of this year, I think. It's going to be a tightly contested race, that's for sure. All right, that's going to be it for BigDenoPlays Earthborne Rangers Legacy of the Ancestors. Hope you enjoyed it. Coming up next will be probably the final playthrough of the Old King's Crown using the royalty. And then also I've got Senjutsu Battle for Japan ready to go, ready to learn, I should say. Before, pretty soon, we've got Grim Coven coming. That will be exciting. And I do want to bring Leviathan Wilds back out. So yeah, if there's anything you're interested in seeing me play, feel free to share it, and we'll see what we can do. That's it. I'll catch you all again soon. Big Deno out.